So Graeme, you said your head was spinning the other night. Is it still spinning, or have you got it together?
Look, defeats make you probably overthink and go through an analysis, look through every situation in the game and different things, watching the game back again. Yeah, it was one of them games. Both teams looked quite comfortable within the game. It was just not many chances, and then it looked like the first goal was vital. We had some good opportunities in the first half, but unfortunately we didn't take them. And then second half from our own corner we ended up conceding. I watched the goals back again, and again, still not happy.
You've got some promotion contenders to take on away from home, so this promises to be a difficult night.
Yeah, no, look, a very good team. They've been up and around it for quite a few years now, and so we know it's going to be a tough night. But like I said, every team you come up against in this league is everyone can beat anyone on a given day, and it'll be another tough afternoon or tough night, I should say. Yeah. The challenges. It's been a tough week in the sense of the Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. So it's again managing bodies and getting them ready, but trying to get them going, get them smiling. No one likes a defeat, but it's like I said, that's my first defeat at home, and we've had a good run of games. We still should be in a good place, so it's just getting that positive vibe back around.
What about fatigue? When you talk about the mood and keeping positive, what difference does that make? Because it has been, obviously I know you've not been here for all of it, but it's been a long season, cup runs, all the rest of it. It's been busy. I think the mental side of it's massive, with the cup runs and the highs, and then the success we had in February, and then obviously coming out of the cup, and then you go on the back of the two last performances and obviously the loss. But it's difficult because to keep the lads driving them on and keep pushing them. We're pushing them in training, trying to do, but you also got to manage them in training and pull people out. You talk about a tough season. These lads have had 2 weeks rest from the playoffs. So the lads who have been here prior to this, it's been a long, probably 2 years, and with the success and everything what gone on the back of that, they've rode that wave, and it's me trying now to keep them motivated till the end of the season and keep pushing them on, and so they'll get the rest in the summer. But when you add it all up, it's a lot they've gone through, and the big focus I know for the club was trying to get the certain point tally to make sure the survival, and we're nearly there. But I keep saying all the time, I want to keep pushing on, see where we end up. Are you starting to notice those signs of fatigue as well now? And it may not necessarily be somebody not running as far or looking as sharp, but just around the place.
No, look, we haven't had much chance being around the place. It's been game. No, look, I'm just. You look through, this is my head, you lose a game, you start looking through every situation, what's the whys and things, and on reflection you look back and think, alright, there's that, but I don't like giving any excuse. We have to keep pushing, we have to keep driving the lads forward. There's a squad of lads there who are working hard every day in training, and it is that sometimes you go on the pitch. Look, the Leyton Orient performance, we were flat, and you can see why after the Wednesday night. There was moments on Tuesday night where the game we had some good moments in the game, and it was nowhere near like the performance Leyton Orient. It was more time we just probably didn't take 2 chances we created them, and then we didn't create enough in the final third. But the second half, I thought, so we were just growing into the game, like really coming on to the front foot. The game majority of that half until their goal was played in their half of the pitch, which is what we always try and do. So there's positives still there, just obviously the 2 goals sucker punched you, and then the response after that I didn't enjoy, and like I said, but we've got to move forward. We've got to I've looked at it and work on what we can today for Newport.
And they're on a good run as well, aren't they? 3 wins in a row, obviously riding high in the table. What do you expect from them? What are their main dangers?
No, they're a well organised team. They're very narrow through the pitch. The distances from each other are really close, so you've got to make sure like them first and second balls are vital. They're going to look. Like I said, they're like 2-2-2 through the middle of the pitch, so they're effective, and they've got good players and good quality players. So they'll start attacks off from deep, and then they'll rotate. So look, they're a well organised team. There's a reason why they've won the last 3 games, because like I said, they've got good players within that organisation, and we've got to try and match them and then try and utilise what we can ourselves and in areas where we think we can help them.
What about your players? Mark Shelton, injured before, how's he?
He's still there. Chelsea won't be fit for the weekend. His hamstring, like I said, he twinged it the day before on Monday, and so he came in, it just flared. It wasn't right, and today would be too early to push him on to try and like I said, you can end up causing more damage if you did.
And Gavin Holohan, you said a calf strain before?
Yeah, Gav reported, came in on Monday, reported that his calf, he'd been managing his calf problem for a week or so. He came in Monday. Like I said, it's a shame on that one, because Gav probably would have started on a Tuesday night, and today's ill.
Having a tough run, isn't he?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's like I said, it's when opportunities, you're looking for lads who haven't had the opportunity, and when we've had a run of games, you're looking for them lads to be ready and raring. Unfortunately, like I said, he's got a minor calf strain. Oh, well, not a strain, just a minor calf problem.
And the end of the season is in sight. It might not feel like it right now with a trip to Newport to come, but finishing strongly after the marathon effort they've put in over the last couple of years, how important is that to you?
Yeah, look, that's exactly what we're trying to do, so you can build and where you want to plan for next season. And like I said, it's each game, we want to win. No one enjoys losing any game, or the performance isn't right. So no, I want to win games. We want to finish the season as strong as we can. I want to try and, like I said, get the energy, get the crowd a little bit excited. And like I said, at the moment, because of the games and little niggles and you're swapping and changing things, if you look through February, you keep trying to keep a continuity in the squad, and it's effective when you do that. And so ideally, like I said, there'll be opportunities coming up in the next few games for lads to really put a marker in the team and try and stay in it.
Great, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Speaking of Gav Holohan now, what you're saying that he's ill today, is that ruled him out for tomorrow?
Yeah, he's well, I think he's what he reported himself on his calf problem. He was I said he said he was struggling and he's managing something, and then today he's rang ill.
He's one of the ones that there's a lot of like sort of noise from fans about and think, can you understand sometimes they want to know or what he would have to do to get into the side? So there is competition for places, I know injuries and illness.
Yeah, no, look, there's competition for places, and like I said, we've had you look at, there's lads come in like Sir Fletcher and people who have had to try and buy the time because the lads who were playing have been playing well and the results have been good. So it's the same with Gav. I look at every day in training, who's working hard, who's doing the right things every day in training, and then you look at the results in the games, and if everyone's doing the right things, they've got a challenge. And I've said that all the players, sport to them, sport to Gav, sport to Fletcher, that the challenge is there, and it's up to them to rise to the challenge.
I mean, he's obviously one as well. I think his contract is up in the summer. Is he sort of playing for his future here, or like would you expect him to be here?
I love the way he leads these questions, doesn't he? Yeah. No, look, Gav's, like I said, like quite a few of them, quite a lot of them, the contracts are there up, and it's, yeah, everyone's at the moment in time. It's like I've got decisions to make regarding where we go, who do we retain, and like I said, there's slowly but surely we'll get there. But it's like I said, it's not just Gav. There's quite a few of the lads who like I said, we're trying to make decisions on, and I want to make sure we build on a foundation of what we've got in the club, and we've got some good players in the club, and we want to try and build on that.
On the game tomorrow, you're saying there it's a tough game, obviously promotion contenders. I think 3 of the next 5 are against the top 3, all the way from home. Tough run, isn't it? Yeah,
look, like I said earlier, the games are tough. It's a tough run paper. Yeah, they are tough. It's a good run of games. It is. But look, we want to be. We've showed what we can do. We've showed we can go up against top teams. We look at Tranmere. You look at Sutton. The performances, we've got results off them. So there's no reason why we can't go to Newport and get a result.
Was there always a bit of a focus on this game with between the 3 and the 6? It was always going to be rotation, wasn't it? But was there always a target for this one?
No, I don't want to focus on one game or the other. You have to try and look at the bodies and what they are, and the other night there was likes of Omar and people like that played a lot of games, and it was probably one game too quick to bang them on for another 90 minutes and get the best out of them. So opportunity for other lads to come in, try and affect the game, and like I said, tomorrow night's the same.
Two of those lads who did come in, Martin Smith and Max Carver, what did you think the other night, and did they do enough to...
Look, both of them came in and affected the game in their way. It's tough, they both haven't played minutes for quite a long time, but no, look, as the game went on, obviously the hard side of it is when you lose a game, you take away from what the lads have done in the game. Carves, you know what you're going to get from Carves. He's going to work hard, he's going to harass centre halves and press from the front and help the team get on the front foot. He had two great opportunities, great save from the keeper on the first one, and then he gets across the front in the second one but just doesn't get the right contact. He scores one of them, it's a different conversation. That's where, like I said, he centre forward doing it, he gets his goal. And Smudge, like I said, he's come in, him and Fev, and they played some lovely football within there and kept the ball at times. You could see fatigued later on in the game. A few decisions or a few passes went wayward, but apart from that, his performance from the first game coming in was good.
Fixtures that we've just touched on there are tough, but mercifully we are coming out of the midweek Saturday, Tuesdays. We look forward to a week off. Yeah,
no, we are. It's the fixtures, like I said, I look through and I think we only got Mansfield and then the Easter weekend from now, so that part of it's good, because the game after game you feel as though you're managing the team, not working on areas or not getting enough information or things you want to really work on. So no, it's nice. The lads will get Saturday Sunday off because of what it's been, and hopefully freshen them up and ready to go. Like I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow night. Like I said, we don't like losing, but the game's there. Quick response and look for the performance first and foremost, and then, like I said, hopefully next week we can have a bit more focus on the lads and what we want to get into them.
Joe White moved back into a bit more midfield role on Tuesday night. Where do you prefer to see him, because he's been 3 and then he's moved back?
Yeah, Joe's a more natural inside player. He gets in good areas. He's and like I said, he's got a lovely left foot, and he wants, well, one of the main things I was asking him to do is try and create. He was a bit safe, and I felt so in the first half, but then if he is going to try and create, which I know he can, then we need willing runners. One thing I was disappointed with that final third, I didn't feel as though we really wanted to get him behind them or make the forward runs, which would have brought other players from deeper, higher up the pitch as well. So they were the disappointing sides of the game. They were able to, because Joe can open up teams when he does in that areas, but it ended up being too safe, and then that helps like the opposition to get back behind the ball and make it difficult for us to break them down. So no, Joe's unfortunately he's another one who's reported his ankles all swollen up yesterday, and then he's also, I think his family members got COVID, so we have to manage that situation today.
So will that be ruling him out, do you think?
Looking at his ankle on the pictures he sent in late last night, unfortunately it didn't look good, so but we'll have to assess it and see where we are.
Before the game on Tuesday, it was announced that you got a new deal with Newcastle. Scuttles your chances probably of bringing him back potentially, but you must be pleased for him.
No, delighted. Look, it was already, when we signed him, I think it was already agreed. Before he went, he agreed his new deal. Obviously take the time with these things to get it over the line, but no, he's a talent. You can see he's a talent, and I'm sure probably he's one of them players, the higher he goes the better he'll look.
Off the field, plenty of things happening yesterday. I just wanted to get your sort of take on what came out of the club.
It's a fantastic gesture from the chairman. It's look, you turn, like the chairman said, you turn the news on, no one wants to see it. It's above my knowledge of what's going on and how it can be resolved, but you don't want to do it, you don't want to see it, and anything, something like that, to be able to help people out. And like I said, it's a massive gesture, and like I said, and hopefully the fans are going to back, and the people of Hartlepool and Teesside can donate whatever it is, if it's food, clothes, whatever it is, it's going to be a massive help.
And just last one off the field as well, I noticed that Lee Turnbull's moving into a new role down at Peterborough. Just thoughts on him moving out, or is there potentially someone coming in?
Yeah, we're in discussions at the moment. Lee was brilliant for us, and unfortunately when you have people like that for a short period of time, like I said, to hold them, when the two lads who've gone into Peterborough, Lee brought them into Scunthorpe, so he was on the phone to them constantly. So the opportunity for them to bring him in, it was an opportunity unfortunately Lee couldn't turn down, because obviously moving up to a championship club and but he's still there. I still speak to him. He's still offering his services for us and advising and helping us regarding that until we find a replacement. Brilliant. Cheers.